Hello guys, here we are, year 2 of VGSquirrel in the books. So if you watched last year's video, I kind of went on everything leading up to that point. I didn't really go in on like every video or anything like that, and I might go back and do that for the first year, but basically that was my plan for this year, is kind of look at everything I released and give you almost just like a little bit of what was going on behind the scenes during that point. But before I begin, I just want to say thank you so much for helping me get to this point. I don't really have words, you know. I've been getting a lot of support as of late from all sorts of avenues, and you know, getting the feedback I've gotten, it's really quite amazing. So thank you everyone, and let's get to it. Let's look back at the last year of VGSquirrel. So I'm gonna pull up this app. Also, this is being recorded on the actual day, which is July 17th. That's the actual anniversary. So it will be coming out a couple days after. That happened last year too. I don't really plan well ahead, but also I was at GuardianCon. Met up with the Game Attack guys over there, which I'll get into in a moment, but basically expect a video of that soon, and we'll talk more about upcoming videos towards the end of the video. So the first video of year 2 was the Shadow Master Game Feeder episode. Taylor's premiere on Game Feeder. Originally that would have been his premiere on the channel, but I record Game Feeders way in advance. Like, I recorded 5 of them before the top 10 video game intros was released. Shadow Master was fun. As you can tell, it wasn't the greatest game, so it wasn't the most like positive video, which, you know, Taylor and I were a little worried about, but I think we made it work. I think the eagle kind of that eagle just popping up in the corner of the screen kind of helped fill in the gaps of the video, because it made me laugh, and the whole Sylvan Learning Center thing. That one did take me a while to do, and that's the thing with Game Feeders. I've been trying to spread them out, because I've recorded like 11 of them now, and I've only released 4. This 5th one is taking forever, this Pokemon Stadium 2 one, with Garrett, and Devin is on it as well. I've been working on that one for months, just it hasn't been quite being what I want it to be yet. So I'm just kind of working on it off and on when I get a good idea. So sorry that one's taking so long. But yeah, with Shadow Master, no, I thought it came out, you know, as well as it could have. And yeah, it's Taylor's been wanting to pick another game for Game Feeder, so maybe we'll have him around sometime again to do that. But yeah, I guess that's it for Shadow Master. There's not much to say on that one. Now, one thing I do want to say is between that one and the next one, which is Sonic Mania. We'll get into Sonic Mania. I could talk for ages on that one. But between that one and that one is when I met Game Attack for the first time. Well, sort of. I have gotten to see Game Attack 3 times over the past year, and for those of you who don't know, Game Attack is their YouTube channel where Craig and Sean, and now Grayson and Chase and Parker, and sometimes John's on there. Hey guys, this is me a week and like 2 days after recording that originally. I got sick, so it's taking a little bit longer than I wanted to release this. But there were some things that I didn't hit on that I wanted to clarify on. So right here at the Game Attack part, basically what I wanted to say is also Danny and occasionally Chad and occasionally Sam are also a part of Game Attack. So I'm going to throw that in right here, and back to me. They play games and have fun, and honestly, like, they're pretty much my role models when it comes to the YouTube scene. I really do look up to them. So getting to see them in person is really something. If you don't know, Game Attack broke off from basically Craig left Screw Attack and started up his own thing with Sean as well. And I've been watching Craig's videos since 2007, so over 10 years, so it's always crazy to meet up with him. And Sean, I've been watching Sean, you know, for like 5 years now. It's always crazy meeting them in person, and I just have the best time around those guys.
That's awesome! It's
Check it out.
VGSquirrel!
Oh, dude, what's up? We're live right now. Hold up. What's up?
Oh, hey.
Hey!
Look at VGSquirrel.
Look at this guy.
That's one of my favorite. VGSquirrel is my favorite.
Can we just get VGSquirrel is the official Game Attack smiler. Look at that. Look at that guy.
We need a smiler.
Best smile right there.
He goes, I asked him, he goes, are you? Like, what a hard ass. What a hard ass he
is. We've seen each other enough times now where we're really starting to joke with each other, and, you know, that's fine. If you're watching this, Craig and Bullet, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but, man, I always look forward to seeing those guys, and honestly, if you haven't checked them out, please go check out Game Attack. They're just the best. I'm on there quite often. You'll see me in the chat during the streams pretty often. I'm not always commenting, but I always hop in at least at one point if I can. So, yeah, go check them out because they're the best. And you'll, in the upcoming Guardian vlog or Guardian Con vlog, you'll get a good look. You'll get a good little portion with Bullet and Craig. So, yeah. Stay on the lookout for that. Now, the second video of the year, Sonic Mania. Okay, Sonic Mania had a lot of production problems. Basically, so basically after the year one of VGSquirrel, I'm like, I'm gonna try and be better at this. I'm gonna try and get more edited videos out. And I went real gung-ho with Sonic Mania. The day that game came out, I just kept playing it and playing it and playing it. And I wrote up the script as fast as I could. And here's the thing, I'm not gonna go into who, but basically there was someone I was trying to do a commission with and like have some sort of thing work out. I don't want to get too much into detail because it'll kind of reveal who it is. And they just weren't great at getting back to me on emails, and I think maybe some personal stuff was going on in their life. I really don't know. I don't quite know the situation. But basically, I kept trying to get them to be a part of the video, and, you know, I was going to pay them, and it just didn't quite work out, which was a real bummer to me at the time. It really made my spirits low, I guess. But then at one point I just reached a breaking point and I was like, I'm doing it myself, you know? And sometimes that happens, but that's why that video, well, that's not the only reason why. Also, Hurricane Irma happened during that time, so I lost power for like a week, which when you're editing a video and you lose power, it's like, well, I didn't lose power during the video, but like, you know, I was like halfway through that video, more than halfway. And I was just like, I can't work on the video. This is... Now, to be fair, Hurricane Irma happened, and way more people were actually affected. Like, me not being able to work on the video wasn't that big of a deal, but, you know, in retrospect, it was just like, like, it was a little annoying. But, yeah, to those affected by Irma and all the hurricanes of last year, just... I'm sorry. I hope you and your families are okay. But yeah, anyway, back to Sonic Mania. I think that is one of the best videos I've released so far. I don't think there were as many effects in that one as the Pac-Land one, but I think I think it wasn't as jokey as a Pac-Land one. Also, due to the whole person dropping out thing, there's some parts where the script's a little rough, because I basically just did a quick rewrite, like that Bill Nye joke. I hate that joke, but it's in there. It's in there because I had to think of something on the fly. I was like, I'm filming today. Like, I'm done. But yeah, the Sonic Mania video, one of my absolute favorites. And also, on July 17th, the 2-year anniversary of VGSquirrel, the day this video is being made, Sonic Mania Plus came out. Will it lead up to, or will it live up to everything I wanted out of Sonic Mania? Everything that I thought was missing? Who knows? Well, we'll see. The thing is, I haven't done a review since Sonic Mania, which is bad. So following up immediately with Sonic Mania Plus looks maybe even worse. So I don't know if I'll try and do some other game review between then, but I do want to do a Sonic Mania Plus video at some point. Also, I keep making promises about videos I want to do, and then I don't do them, so I will do that to the best of my ability. And also, I think the air conditioning went on, and that's why that light flickered. Yeah, the air conditioning's on now. Anyway, I think that's it for Sonic Mania. We'll if I can think of anything else, I'll get into it. I don't want to make this video too egregiously long. Okay, the next one is the latest game feeder I've released. The Incredibles with Cody and Lindsay. So the thing about The Incredibles is that the game itself was really boring. Like, there wasn't really much to say. And Cody and Lindsay were trying to do their best. They're not the biggest gamers in the world either, so it was definitely an interesting change of pace from the previous game feeders, because like the 3 people leading up at least like play games pretty often. But that's the appeal of game feeder to me, is that all these different people all have different varying gaming histories, you know, so you never quite know what you're gonna end up with on game feeder. But I think the editing of the Incredibles video is some of my favorite, like the elevator music when Cody's just sitting there. And the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music, when Lindsay's trying to make a decision.
I gotta think, what's my next move?
And just all of the crazy stuff I could do with Cody and Lindsay. It ended up being one of my favorites. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that game feeder. Let's see. Next. Oh man, okay. So I guess you guys don't quite like the game feeders Squirrel's picks. Maybe you just haven't seen them yet. I definitely recommend them. They're some of my I think they're the funniest videos I make. I think the reviews are my favorites, but I think the gameplay videos with the editing and everything I do on those, I think they're the funniest ones. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. That one did have a little bit of an issue with the volume. I had the volume way too loud on the projector. But, man, anytime I can get together with Michael, we always just make each other laugh. Like, I can't say enough good things about Michael. I hope to get him on some more videos. I know we'll be living further apart in future months, so it will be harder to get him on video. So I'm gonna try and record some stuff with him. But yeah, the zombies video, that was Squirrel's picks is basically the excuse for me to pick a game and say, hey, whoever's with me, play some games, and I want to pick them because whatever reason, you know, we were trying to get some Halloween videos out, and the Zombies Ate My Neighbors video. I love there's so many there's so many favorite moments, especially the zoom in on Michael's face with the with the X-Files music. Well, I'm struggling. We're the best at this game. Yeah, man. That's one of my favorite parts. But yeah, go check that one out. And then next, we started the Squirrel Cast. Now here's the thing about the Squirrel Cast. The Squirrel Cast is fun to make. You know, it's nice getting everyone around and just, I guess, shooting the shit. Just saying whatever we want about whatever topic. But the thing is, I kind of have some rules with the Squirrel Cast. Just try and stay away from, like, politics and try not to curse just because, you know, the people, we all have jobs. So, like, I don't want anyone to get, like, fired from their job because of some sort of video I released, you know? So the Squirrel Cast was fun. Devin, Taylor, and I had been talking about, like, maybe doing a podcast, and then one weekend we were like, yeah, let's do the podcast. The biggest issue with the Squirrel Cast is that when I have time to work on these videos, I don't want to work on a Squirrel Cast, you know? They never quite get the most amount of views, and they're never quite, they're not really fun to edit. I just kind of go through and clean up the audio. So it's not really doing what I want to do for the channel. And when I have time to work on videos, I want to work on, like, one of my bigger videos, you know, or try and make something. The Squirrel Cast, it's just not creative enough, I guess. And also, when it renders, it pretty much makes my computer worthless for a day. And I would like to be able to use my computer for other things, so, you know, like editing. So yeah, it's, well, I like doing it, that's why it's so, like, sporadic, you know. But the first episode was with Blockbuster Memories, Mario Odyssey, and Pokemon, which was a fun episode. That started the recurring theme of always bringing up Blockbuster, and honestly, I have fond memories of just trying it, you know. The next episode was another Squirrel Cast, which was the Thor Ragnarok Stranger Things episode. Which, one thing I could say about that one is when I found out the audio was the Mac audio, and I had to use the camera audio and not my Yeti mic. Dude, I was so mad. I was thinking about scrapping the whole episode, but I loved the conversations of that one. And a friend of mine has called it me shitting on Thor Ragnarok for an hour, which I've tried rewatching Thor Ragnarok. I haven't finished it. I just don't like that one as much as other Marvel movies, but I think it's average. Stranger Things, of course, we got real in-depth into that. I'm excited for the Halloween Horror Nights, Stranger Things. I guess House, whatever it is. Either way, yeah. There's not too much I can say about Squirrelcast episodes, but I have to at least acknowledge them. Next was Eternal Darkness, another Squirrels Picks. The beautiful Christmas episode for a game we played for Halloween. The thing you have to understand with me and my channel is, right now I'm in such a transition area of my life where we have, like, roommates coming in and coming out, and, like, if a roommate moves out, I have to find another one, you know? Or I had worked at a Halloween store for a little bit, and after that, I was jobless again for a month, so working on VGSquirrel just wasn't the priority at the time, you know? So when I did get a job, that's basically when that episode came out, and that's the job I'm at currently, and thankfully I don't have to look for jobs for a little while, but I do turn 26 in April, so I need to probably get a job that has health insurance. But that's just personal stuff, I guess. But yeah, I'll be trying to find some sort of job where I can still work on this, but also I'll of course be having a full-time job. Yeah, the reality of the situation, I guess. But Eternal Darkness. Okay, so I know Eternal Darkness, that video is like, it has its slow moments, but it's kind of a slow game, you know? It's all about like puzzle solving and trying to figure these things out. And that game and Squirrel's Picks, like, they just didn't mesh that well. Like, that would be a better game to like stream or do a let's play of, which is not really what I'm trying to make this channel. But that was the game I was like, yeah, we have to play Eternal Darkness for Halloween, Christmas. So, I think that video had some funny moments. I don't know if it's as good as the zombies video, but I think it's one of my. I do think it's an underrated video on the channel. I think that should have more views. It has less than 100 views right now. When you're done watching this video, go watch the Eternal Darkness video, or any of my Game Feeder ones, because I think they need just a little more love. Next was another Squirrel cast. Really, probably the one I have the least to say about, which was the Movie and Gaming Sins, News Sources, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Once again, recurring theme of Blockbuster. I don't really have too much to say about that episode. It was kind of a standard episode of the Squirrel cast, and, you know, check it out if those topics appeal to you. But that was just kind of when we were still trying to do the Squirrel cast like once every 2 weeks, and I think it was already off schedule at that point. But yeah, it was alright, I'd say. It was an alright video. I think that came out on Christmas Eve also. Oh wait, no. That was the next one. Okay. Star Wars and Christmas spoiler talk. Everyone has their thoughts on The Last Jedi, for better or worse. A lot of people just really hate that movie. I liked it. I thought at the time I thought it was pretty good. And I still stand by that. I do not hate that movie nearly as much as everyone else does. I had some issues with it, but I'm fine with it. I honestly think, you know, wherever episode 9 goes will pretty much decide where 8 lands on the Star Wars ladder. I mean, if you really think about it, people critically hated Empire Strikes Back when it came out, so who knows, maybe 8 has something going for it that we just don't quite see yet. Or at least Star Wars fans don't. This video is now going to have about 1 million dislikes. Whatever, you know, I'm just speaking off the dome here. Okay. Top 10 Marvel characters that I want added to MVCI. Oh my god, this video. This video took me like 40 hours to do. I'm not even joking you. That video took so long. And, man, when I first released it, I thought, okay, this will be the one. This will be the one that gets a good amount of views. And it just sat at like 200 views for just the longest amount of time. And I was like, well, I am talking about a game that was way past dead, but I don't know. I think that's a great video. Okay, let me just be real. I have been working on the Capcom video. I know it's taking forever. This is the last big VGSquirrel video that was released, and that was 4 months ago, probably close to 5 months ago, back in February. Which I'll get into that in just a moment. But the Capcom video is being worked on, I promise. No one is really like, where's the Capcom video? But I keep promising it, and it doesn't keep releasing. I need to work on that, but here's the thing. That Marvel video, I was very proud of that one. And I think what took so long was just finding the right, like, comic panels and images that matched up with what I was trying to say. And the Capcom video is a bit more streamlined because all the footage is in the gameplay. Like, I don't have to go searching through all sorts of Marvel comics that I know nothing about, or that I know less about than, you know, the standard comic book reader. So it was just me. So much of that video was just me looking up images, trying to find, you know, the stuff I was looking for. But, so that video did not perform well. And then the next one was my best performing video at the time. And that was what we've all been waiting for, the Nintendo Direct March 8th Nintendo Direct reaction. So that video was infamously the one with the Smash Bros. Reveal. And I didn't know anything at the time. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to record this Nintendo Direct because it's happening and I have the day off and I want to make sure I can do it. Or I wanted to, you know, put something out. Alright, so let me be real with reaction videos. So reaction videos, they're easy to make. They're not difficult to make at all. You put the camera up, you make sure you're all set up, and basically you edit the audio. Which, some people, you know, I think just record the reactions and try and get it out as quick as I can. I will always try to optimize my audio if I can. I always try, no matter what video I'm doing, I pretty much will sit there, even with Squirrelcast, I'll sit there and watch the full 2-hour video and make sure the audio is okay. Is it necessary? Probably not. But it's just, I'm very thorough with things. So I like to make sure I put the best quality content out there. So and I don't, you know, judge anyone for throwing videos out right away. I just, you know, it's my personal way of doing things. And here I am again. So this part, it ended up getting kind of long-winded, so I just wanted to make it easier. Basically, after I released the Marvel video, you know, the views weren't what I wanted them to be. So then, when I released the reaction video, the views were much better than the Marvel video. And that discouraged me a bit. That discouraged me because I had put so much work into that Marvel video, and the reaction video took like maybe an hour or two to completely do, you know, if you include all the rendering and everything, maybe 3 hours. So to put in that much effort into one and it get not as many views compared to that other one, it was a bit discouraging. And like I mentioned here, there was, I think, some personal stuff going on. But yeah, not a big deal, but I kind of hit a slump for a little bit, but you know, thanks to the success of some videos I'm going to talk about later, that Marvel video has definitely gone up in views, and I'm very happy for that, and the Sonic Mania video as well. So, thank you for checking out those videos, because I put a lot of work into them, and although I shouldn't need views to validate the success of a video, I just enjoy when people see the videos I put so much work into. So that's pretty much what I was trying to say. Anyway, thanks. While reaction videos are kind of, you know, they're easy and people kind of, I think too many people rely on them now. I kind of put them out there to kind of try and get people to find the channel, but I never want it to be the focus of the channel. So I do make reaction videos because, you know, they're things that people search for, and my channel is never naturally, like, about the most relevant topics, so it's never gonna get attention. Like, how many people are gonna be looking at Pac-Land review, you know? So I, my whole thought process was, hey, I do need people to see the channel. So basically, I don't always want to ride the popular trend. I don't want to do the Fortnite videos, and you know, I don't want to do reaction videos for like popular videos and stuff, especially like created content. Like, no, like I don't like taking views from people who worked really hard on making a video. But when it comes to like a Nintendo Direct or some sort of E3 video or something like that, I think I could do it for that, you know? I think companies actually honestly prefer it when people get excited for their products and they can see like what people are excited about and what they're not. And so when it comes to that, like I'm not bothered by that, and I think legitimately everybody out there is doing that. Not that, you know, that's a perfect reason, but I figured, hey, you know, why not try and get my name out there? And I think the reaction videos are a good way of doing that. Also, I was around that time, around the Marvel video, I was the best man in a wedding. Can you find out who? Who knows? It's Michael. I was Michael's best man. And that was one of the coolest moments of my life, but I wanted to make sure I was a good best man, so I put a focus on that for a little while around that Marvel video. So then once the wedding and the Marvel video and everything was done, I kind of went like, huh, I kind of need a break because... Oh, and then, yeah, after the reaction video, I was kind of like, alright, I need to take a break. And I actually started doing like some calisthenics, like workout stuff. That's also what kind of added to the slump. But then I realized, as I was working out, that I wasn't editing video, and that is not a good move when I have this time to try and work on videos. So if you're wondering what happened in like the spring of 2018, that's basically what happened. And yeah, I'll continue to try and be better, you know. But the Marvel video is now at like over 1,000 views, which is much better. That's a pretty good number for me. So yeah, the Capcom video will happen. It's just a matter of when. And like I said, that Marvel video took 40 hours, so the Capcom video's taking a while too. And I have other life stuff I have to work on at the moment, so please be patient. So after the reaction video was the Video Games Live video. I thought that'd be a nice little fun vlog, and I really did like how that video came out. I especially loved the montage part. But yeah, I thought it was fun. Video Games Live itself was a lot of fun. Pretty much everything that needs to be said about that is said in the video. But yeah, go check that one out as well. That one has more views than the Eternal Darkness video, which it shouldn't, but it does. Go watch Eternal Darkness, then go watch the Video Games Live video. Cool. Next was a bit of a surprise hit, the Movie Pass video. I guess, you know, it comes into the talking about relevant topics thing, but Movie Pass was a lot of... That was just something I felt like I needed to do, because I had told so many people to get Movie Pass, and then they changed all their policies in like a second, and I was like, okay, well, I need to talk about this because I don't want to suggest Movie Pass to people if they're going to be doing tactics like this. Which, I'm still enjoying my Movie Pass, I'm still a member, so yeah, check out that video. That one pretty much self-explanatory as well. No too crazy edits or story behind that. That's basically just what happened. I got the itch to put a video out. And then... Alright. Meme videos. Okay, let's get into it. The Bart hits Homer with a chair video. Okay, so basically the story behind this video is I saw all those... The first Homer Bart chair meme video I saw was the Paper Mario one. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And then I started seeing so many, and I loved them. Especially the Mario ones. And I was like, hey, how come Sonic's not getting any love? And I was like, if I were to make one, what would it be? And I was like, yeah, of course, Sonic. And then I was like, oh, let's make it like a boss battle. And then I was like, okay, I have to do this right now before someone else does it. So it was like 3 p.m. on a whatever day. I came home, or I sat at my computer at 3 p.m., edited, and by the time I was done, it was 3 a.m. I might have stopped to eat a meal, but I worked on that video, just started it, and finished it that day. Now, when I was making that video, I was like, okay, this is the type of video that could be spread around, you know. None of my videos are really, like, short, shareable videos, so I was like, okay, I'll put VGSquirrel in the corner in case, like, some Facebook group thing tried to steal it or whatever, which, that's its own problem. I don't have to deal with it, but I hate when I see, like, a content creator whose work I respect getting spread on Facebook and they're not getting any of the credit. Bothers the crap out of me. But with the Bart video, so I put it out there. I was like, oh, okay, I'll put it on Twitter, and it did moderately well. You know, it got like a couple. It might have gotten like close to 1,000, 2,000 retweets or something like that. Instagram, it didn't really take off. Facebook, it took off a little bit. I was like, well, I'll put it on YouTube as well. I'll add some annotations at the end just because it's YouTube. And yeah, it's at 200,000 views now, which it passed today. Also, I passed 600 subscribers today. What a 2-year anniversary. Thank you so much for that. I never quite thought it would do that well. I honestly think that's where... It's at 201,000. My god. I think that's where most of my recent influx of subscribers has happened. This video has really picked up traffic for me. My main worry is I think people are gonna think that I make meme videos all the time, which I don't. So I hope you stick around if you subscribe to that video. But the best thing that has happened with that video, the best thing that has happened with that video is it has brought traffic to my other videos. The top 10 Marvel video, you know, it's at 1.4 thousand, I said, right? 1.5 thousand. Alright, sorry, I was coughing. The Marvel video is at 1.5 thousand, and the Sonic Mania video is now at 8.2 thousand, and the Movie Pass video is at like 900, which I think those are the three I have on the end annotation thing. So, it brought traffic to those videos, which, you know, in the end is the end goal. In the end, it's the end goal. It's basically the end goal of making a video like that. When I make a video like that, it might seem, I guess it could seem scummy. I don't know. I know it's frowned upon. I know reaction and meme videos are kind of frowned upon in the YouTube community. But the way I see it is, you know, you pretty much gotta fight the algorithm with content you make. And with me still being so small, I kind of have to try and get my name out there. So when I make videos like that, you know, they're never the videos I'm going to be the most proud of. Even though that meme video, that was 12 hours of work. Let's just be clear about that. That was 12 hours of work. That's still more than most people work in one day. Anyway. Look, memes and reactions I don't think will ever be the focus of my channel, but it's something I'm going to do from time to time, and if you're against that, I'm sorry, but I'm not. I will make that content when I want to, and if it's something I want to make, I'm going to do. That's pretty much how I see it. And if I don't have fun doing it, I wouldn't do it, you know? So, and I do have fun doing it, so yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. Alright. But yes, that was the big hit this year, and thank you, and welcome all the new people. So, I hope you're enjoying the channel. Are you? Are you enjoying it? I am. Okay, this should be the final time I jump in here, but it was something I had to say because I've gotten so many comments about it. Basically, if there was one part of VGSquirrel that I wish I could go back in time and change, it's that 999 counter on that Sonic video, because I realize there aren't 99 seconds in a minute, guys. You don't have to keep commenting that. I put comments on there so people could see it, but I guess people don't read the comments. But yes, I was, like I said in the video, I worked for 12 hours on that thing, so by the end I was just like, ugh, and the timer thing was something I put in at the last second. So, yeah, I guess I got so tired that I forgot how time worked. Yeah, because there aren't 99 seconds in a minute, you idiot. But, whatever. I figured, since the video was a meme video, people really wouldn't care that much, but apparently you all do, which I guess is good. You know, detail and all that, but yeah, probably the biggest mistake I've made on the channel so far. Anyway, I just wanted to add that in there. Back to past me. Next, Avengers Infinity War spoiler discussion. Always fun. I always like talking about Marvel movies when I can. That one, I saw that movie in theaters 4 times. Quite the movie for me. Go check it out. You know, the Squirrel cast will pretty much explain everything I need to say about that. There's nothing I can, like I said, there's not much I can really say with the Squirrel cast, but you should go check that one out. Also, go look at my Instagram, VGSquirrel on Instagram. I love the little preview video I did for that podcast. It was just something I had to make, and I just like it quite a lot. You know what? I'll throw it right here. Welcome out! Welcome out! Welcome out! Welcome out! Welcome out to the Squirrel Cast! The grand return.
Who the hell are you guys?
Did you enjoy that? Good. Alright. Next. Then we get into E3, which pretty much rounds out the year. The Microsoft prediction video. I kept saying Battletoads, man. Kept hoping for it every year. No Banjo or anything like that. I think that was, you know, I think the prediction videos are a lot of fun. These are also kind of things I can't really say too much about, just because we kind of talk about it at the end of the reaction videos. But the prediction videos with Michael were always a lot of fun. Like I said, I always love sitting down with Michael. Yeah, Microsoft, I think we had a little bit of an idea of what we were talking about. Sony. The Sony prediction video was, we really just didn't know what to talk about because Michael and I are not Sony guys, and this channel, I'm sorry, it's just like not a Sony channel. I'm sorry to the Sony fans out there, and I'm surprised you found my channel. Also, I don't think I really heard the news about that it was going to be like the 4 or 5 games at, I guess it was 4 games at the Sony press conference. I guess that's why I was so disappointed. I should have known that. That's my bad. Sorry about that. So maybe I put my expectations too high. I don't know. Nintendo. Of course, prediction videos. When it comes to Nintendo and Smash Bros, I'm all about it. Of course, that's where I did my best. Maybe not on the actual prediction side, but that's where I'm the most knowledgeable. And that will pretty much always be the case. So I'm sorry I can't really change like what game company I'm most interested in. It's always going to be Nintendo. Okay. Microsoft reaction video. I think this is, I'd say this is the most middle of the road one. It has the least amount of views, but I think Taylor and I were happy throughout most of it. The story behind the Battletoads thing still astounds me. That's why I had to make it its own separate video. But yeah. Had fun with Taylor. I thought Microsoft... I think Microsoft did have the best conference out of the three when you look back on it. I don't think I ever explicitly said that in a video, but they had the best conference, in my opinion. So, yeah, good on you, Microsoft. Alright. And my most disliked video, the Sony reaction video. Let's see. 16 likes, 31 dislikes. That's not good. That's never been... I've never had more dislikes than a like on a video, I don't think. I guess people's biggest complaints is that we talked too much, I guess. We were more trying to have conversations and we weren't listening enough. Sorry about that. You know, we were trying out, you know, we had 2 people for the Microsoft, 3 people for Sony, and 1 for Nintendo. You know, the amount of people on. And I thought I made it explicitly clear that Sony was not our strong point. Maybe people are just skipping through the video and seeing that we're not that excited for whatever they talk about. I'm sorry that that's the case. You know, it's something I can't work on how excited I'll be about something, but I guess I'm just sorry to the Sony fans, you know. Yeah, and you know, I don't know, I'll try and do better when it comes to reaction stuff, which I never thought I'd have to say. Alright, Nintendo. Now, of course, Nintendo was overall my favorite, but, you know, Smash Bros, that's all you need to show for me. But, yeah, I think they did a good job. They really didn't show off games that people were really hoping to see, like Metroid and Yoshi and stuff like that. For me, Nintendo did great. And that video's been doing pretty well, 1.4 thousand. Which, you know, I don't think Microsoft fans are on, like, YouTube as much. Don't, like, crucify me for saying that, but, like, I think the Nintendo stuff always gets more views. Thankfully, that's starting to catch up to the Sony one. The Sony one has the most views, and I hate that. I hate that that's the video that people see, and they'll think of that as my channel, I guess, you know, if that's their first video. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't our best video. Like, we started like late, stuff like that. I'm talking about Sony right now, but Nintendo one, it's probably how most reaction videos are gonna be. You know, well, that's how 2 of them have been, just me on the couch. I like having Taylor on, and I liked having Devin on as well. But if people get upset that there's too many people talking at one time, maybe we'll just do some sort of discussion after the fact. Who knows? Alright. And then the last video of the year, I wanted to get one out before this one. Or before this one. But, you know, just... we're moving roommates again, so it's difficult. I gotta focus on that right now. But... the story of Battletoads. Okay, so I pretty much just had to make that its own little video. You know, just the Battletoads reaction, because it was just too special that the Wii U caused the feed to go out. And then and the thing we missed was the thing I would definitely be the most hyped about. Oh my god, it was too funny to me. And then on top of that, I did a perfect run of the turbo tunnel. Now, it's not shown in the video, but I mean, I did lose a set of lives before. Like, I think I had 2 lives and lost on the turbo tunnel, so I had to start the level over again. And then that's when you see me do that perfect run. And so technically, it's not like perfect in a sense, but doing the entire doing the entire turbo tunnel without dying, I still think is impressive, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it again. If for some reason, like, you want me to make a video for, like, how I can show you how to beat the turbo tunnel, if I could even do that, let me know. That was something I was contemplating, but that video didn't get a lot of views. It was also quite a bit after E3, so I can understand why. But yeah, those are all the videos released this year. I realized there aren't really what I would consider the VGSquirrel staples. There aren't enough of them, which are the Acorny reviews, the top 10s, the game feeders. There were no best deals this year, which is a travesty. I love that show. I do have one planned, but it kind of will coincide with an upcoming game feeder. Upcoming meaning basically the game feeder after the Pokemon Stadium 2 video. Guys, I appreciate you going on this ride with me. I'm still working out the kinks of VGSquirrel. I'm still working on being a better content producer. Like I said, my life is so, like, all over the place, in terms of just, like, I need to be at work at this time, and then I need to move roommates, and then I didn't have a job, and then I was working out, and, you know, I just need to find the right balance, and I'm still working on that, so just, I appreciate you still being here. So basically all I can say is, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support. I really do love doing this, and of course, if I could do this for a living, that would be just the best, I think. You know, I'd be able to put all of my focus into it. And, you know, that eventually would be the end goal. I think pretty much my dreams would be achieved if I could do this for a living. Not saying I can, not saying that's anytime soon, but that would be the best, I think. But guys, I appreciate you so much, and if you enjoy these videos, do let me know. Any feedback is good. I always try and be honest with everyone in the comments, and you know, I'll always try and have a conversation with commenters. I realize on the Sonic video I'm not really commenting that much anymore. I don't want it to... I don't know. I don't know why I kind of stopped. I just kind of wanted to let that video ride, but do feel free to reach out to me at any time. I'll always try and talk to you. But yeah, I just love doing this, and I'm so glad we've made it here together at the 2-year mark, and I can't thank you guys enough. And the channel is really starting to pick up now, considering back in like May I was at like 200 subs, and now we're at 600. When you put that in perspective, that is, in that 2-year period, that is an insane amount of growth. So guys, that's... I can't thank you enough. Also, I just want to thank my mom and my brother and all my supportive friends and all my coworkers and everyone who supports me with this, because I really do love it, and I just love all the kind words that everyone says to me. I'm so happy I started this, and like I said in Facebook and Instagram and Twitter posts, basically, if you have a project that you are looking to start or want to start, go ahead and start now. You won't regret it. You know, just make sure you give it your all. I guess that's all I can say. I'm still working on giving it my all, but you know, give it your all at that moment, and then keep trying to get better. You know, that's pretty much what I can say. But yeah, I guess for year 3, I'm gonna try and do more edited content. I realize a lot of this year was more of a podcasty discussion type videos. you know, I guess that's just the way it fell. But yeah, I'll try and do more edited stuff, more game feeders, more big stuff. But basically, I had to experiment. So, you know, you gotta see what works and what doesn't, and keep moving. You know. So, anyway, guys, as always, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. My name's Darren, or as I go on here, VGSquirrel. And thank you for being a member of the Hibernation. And if you aren't already, you should come be a member, because we'd love to have you here. Anyway, thanks so much, guys, and here's to year 3, and hopefully many more years to come. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.